Yes, students, today you will learn about heartbeat and pulse rate in the topic human circulatory system. So, students, as you know, our heart is located in thoracic cavity in between lungs, slightly tilted towards left. We can feel heartbeat just putting our hand slightly left side of the chest. So now question arises, what is heartbeat? When heart beats after a definite interval, it contracts and relaxes. So, one complete contraction and relaxation of heart is called heartbeat. One complete contraction and relaxation of heart is called heartbeat. Heartbeat in an adult person is about 70 to 72 per minute during rest. So this is the average number of heartbeat, 70 to 72 per minute. But during or after exercise, heartbeat increases. Heartbeat also increases when a person is excited. So during exercise, our body needs more amount of energy. So energy is released in our body when food gets oxidized. For oxidation of food, oxygen is required. So oxygen is supplied to the body organs by blood. So during exercise, our heart beats faster to rapid supply of blood. When blood is supplied rapidly to the body organs, then oxygen supply is also increased. So during exercise or after exercise, heartbeat increases. Now see pulse. So as you know, every time the heart beats, blood is forced into arteries. When blood is forced into arteries, then they expand. This expansion of artery, when blood is supplied into it, is called pulse. Expansion of artery, each time the blood is forced into it, that is pulse. Each heartbeat generates one pulse. It means the number of pulse per minute is equal to the number of heartbeat. So number of heartbeats per minute are 72, 72. Therefore, pulse rate of an adult person is also 70 to 72 per minute. Thus, the pulse rate is the same as the heartbeat. We can feel pulse rate in some parts of the body. Actually, in most of the parts of the body, arteries are located deep under the skin. But in some parts, like wrist, temple and neck, arteries are superficial, or these are above the bone or below the skin. So in these parts we can feel pulse, wrist, temple and neck. The pulse is traditionally taken above the wrist by the doctors here. So this is the traditional method of taking pulse above the wrist. So this is all about heartbeat and pulse rate. That's all. So students, in the topic human circulatory system, you will learn about blood pressure. Now question arises, what is blood pressure? The pressure at which blood is pumped around the body by the heart. The pressure at which blood is pumped by the heart around the body is called blood pressure. So blood pressure of a person is always expressed in the form of two values. These are systolic pressure and diastolic pressure. To understand the systolic pressure and diastolic pressure, you should know what is systole and diastole. Systole is the contraction phase of the heart when it pumps blood to the body. So contraction of the heart is systole, and relaxation of the heart when blood is filled in it is diastole. So pressure in the main artery during contraction of heart is called systolic pressure. and the pressure in the arteries when heart is in relaxed phase is diastolic pressure. The value of systolic pressure is 120 mmHg. mmHg, millimeter of mercury, is a unit used for measuring pressure. So diastolic pressure is 80 mmHg. So both systolic pressure and diastolic pressure usually written as 120 oblique 80 mmHg. Here 120 is systolic pressure and 80 mmHg is diastolic pressure. So blood pressure always expressed in the two values. These are systolic pressure and diastolic pressure. At the age of 60 years, the blood pressure could be 145 oblique 90 mmHg. So high blood pressure is called hypertension. High blood pressure is caused by the constriction or narrowing of very small arteries. When arteries becomes narrow, then blood pressure increase in them. It may be more than 120 and 80 mmHg. Now, how to measure blood pressure? The instrument used for measuring blood pressure is sphygmomanometer. It has a graduated tube having mercury and a rubber cuff. Rubber cuff is a flat rubber tube. During measuring blood pressure, this rubber cuff wrapped around the main artery and inflate it by pumping air in it. When this cuff gets inflated, then the level of mercury inside the tube increases. It is reached up to the 200 millimeter Hg. If stethoscope is now placed on the artery of the arm, now sound is heard through it. See the reading when sound is heard. The reading is 120 120 mm Hg, or this value is called systolic pressure. And again tap stethoscope, then the tapping sound disappears. When tapping sound disappears, the pressure is called diastolic pressure. So with the help of instrument called sphygmomanometer, we can measure the blood pressure of human being. This is the structure of sphygmomanometer. You can see this is a graduated tube containing mercury, and this is cup, a flat rubber sheet, and this is a stethoscope. So this is all about how to measure blood pressure with the help of instrument called sphygmomanometer. So it is used for measuring blood pressure, and another instrument is stethoscope, used for hearing heartbeat. So students, in the topic human circulatory system, now you will learn about lymphatic system. So lymphatic system, like blood, a system of tiny tubes called lymph vessels, and lymph nodes, also called lymph glands, in the human body, which transport liquid called lymph from tissues to the blood circulatory system. Once again, a system of tiny tubes called lymph vessels and lymph glands, also called lymph nodes, in the human body, which transport liquid called lymph from the tissues to the blood circulatory system, is called lymphatic system. Lymphatic system consists of 4 components: lymph capillaries, larger lymph vessels, and liquid or fluid lymph. Lymph nodes or lymph glands. So let's say lymph capillaries. These are tiny tubes like blood capillaries. But they differ from blood capillaries in two ways. They have closed ends. Their ends are closed. And in the lymph capillaries, the size of pore is bigger than that of blood capillaries. So due to presence of larger pore and their closed ends are remain in contact of tissues. Tissue fluid directly seeps into the lymph capillaries. Lymph capillaries join to form larger lymph vessels which transport lymph into blood circulatory system. The nodes present in lymph vessels are called lymph nodes or lymph glands. Lymph nodes or lymph glands, they produce a special type of white blood cells called lymphocytes. Produced by lymph nodes or lymph glands, so called lymphocytes. These are the cells which help in fighting against infections, and they also involved in development of immunity. And another component of lymphatic system is lymph. Lymph is light yellow colored liquid. It is not red like blood because it does not contain RBCs. Red blood cells are absent in lymph. It contains only WBCs, white blood cells. And lymph contains large protein molecules and digested food. Lymph is another medium of circulation in the human body. During circulation, it involved in transportation of nutrients. Nutrients absorbed in the wall of intestine are transported to different tissues by the lymph capillary and lymph vessels. Lymph flows only in one direction, but flow of blood is bidirectional from body organs to heart and from heart to different body organs. Lymph always transported only in one direction. A special type of white blood cells present in the lymph called lymphocyte. They fight against infections, and lymph acts as middleman between tissues and blood. So this is all about components of limbs. On the basis of composition of lymph and blood, we can differentiate between them. As you know, blood is red in color due to presence of red blood cells. They contain hemoglobin. But the lymph is light yellow liquid. It is not red like blood because it does not contain red blood cells. It contains only a special type of white blood cells called lymphocytes. And blood flows from heart to body organs and body organs to heart. And flow of lymph is only unidirectional. So this is all about another circulatory system of human being, that is lymphatic system. So there are two circulatory systems in human being: blood circulatory system and lymphatic system. That's all.